What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome back to Gibraltar United. So here we are, the final two games of our group stage. Basel at home first, Lyon away, obviously on a massive high from our Gibraltar success with the national team. So yeah, looking to hopefully continue that success with 2 wins today. Obviously the last game is going to be a little bit more challenging, but I'm confident we can get a result against Lyon. Anyway, I was asked to show my manager profile, and I've decided to do that because why not? And I'm not too sure what I started my stats on. I can't quite remember. Obviously, it's nearly 20 seasons ago now in game that I started this, so it's been a hell of a long time. But as you can see, some of the key stats, I've got really good tactical coaching, which I believe I put high to begin with. I've got really good player knowledge, really good youngster knowledge, which again I believe I did put quite high to start with. My adaptability is still 1. But again, I set that to 1 to start with because I knew I would never leave this league. So I knew I never needed to have high adaptability. So that's why that's low. I'm sort of annoyed that maybe my level of discipline is still quite low. But again, I don't really discipline too many players. Motivating, I mean, I don't do my team talks, as you guys know, so motivating, again, it doesn't really affect it too much. Determination, I'm surprised it's as low as it is. I do ask the board for a lot of things. I'm not too sure how to get determination up. In fact, I'm not quite sure how to get any of the mental stats up. And in terms of coaching, you know, you can see quite a few high stats. There are also quite a few low stats. I'm not sure what coaching badge I started on, and I still don't actually know. I could also not tell you what badges I've done. I honest to God can't even remember how many badges I've actually trained in or whatever. In fact, what are my current badges? Continental Pro License, so it's the highest badge. So, I mean, I've not got everything at 20, but that's probably because I don't do the fitness coaching, I don't do the goalkeeping coaching. I quite literally just do the tactics coaching. Now, I think that's my role as a coach. It's if I go into my training and go into my coach's allocation, you will see that I do defending, sorry, because defending does actually include tactical coaching and defending coaching ability. So that's sort of my area. That's where I spend my time and allocate my time. So yeah, and I understand the other stats not being high, but yeah, motivating and level of discipline and stuff like that. Those are things that are needed to be a really good coach, like a 5-star coach. You need good level of discipline and motivating. And it's annoying that I don't have them. Like I said, I'm not sure how to really improve them. I mean, I'm nearly 40 years in. I've got 710 games played and nearly 500 games won. What more can I really do? But anyway, that's my manager profile. History-wise, you can see that I've won 49 cups, so 1 more cup win will get me to the magical 50. I've won 18 league titles. Obviously, I got promotion in my first ever season, where I also won the league as well. Obviously, I've got no success with Gibraltar, but I've been in charge for nearly 2 years now, so that's nice coming around. Obviously, I was in charge of the under-19s for a short spell, and then I went up to the under-21s as well, where I spent a decade, but that was really not a great time for me. Being under-21s manager with Gibraltar was not a great time, obviously. For maybe some of you who joined late, it was a struggle. You know, that's because all my best players were being called up by the national team, and then it makes your task harder. And the fact is, right now, the average age of the Gibraltar national team squad is 19, which means basically we could play that squad in the under-21 squad, with the exception of a few players, and that would make our under-21 squad very good, but it would make our national team obviously very bad. And obviously, there's a level of importance, and the national team is obviously the highest one. But anyway, let's get into this game now. Let's get into our match preview. Actually, no, sorry, there's one more thing I want to show you. I sort of want to show you the league table, just because I feel it's shaping up to be quite an interesting battle, or an interesting season anyway. So, yeah, we're top, and Lincoln are second. They are currently drawn points level on us, but we do have a game in hand. We should win this league. I'm not too worried about Lincoln yet. You know, in the future, I reckon they could come back and they could definitely challenge us for a title in the future, but for now, no, they're nowhere near that. But Magpies, newly promoted boys, Magpies, semi-pro team, the only semi-pro team in this division. I think they're still semi-pro anyway. They should still be, because they haven't had the money come into their team yet. So yeah, as you can see, Magpies, semi-pro team, newly promoted, currently sit 3rd in the table. So it's exciting times for Magpies. In fact, I've got a few players in their team who are in the national team. Mark Reed was a player who was on the bench in the previous leg. Ross Street was someone that was actually called up as well in 2 squads ago because of an injury. So yeah, Bruno's Magpies are a surprisingly good team in this league, and what it will mean is a team who are going to get relegated this season, Olympique, Lynx, whoever gets relegated, however many teams get relegated, we will have a very rich professional team in the 2nd division, or in the 2nd tier, as yeah, it is the 2nd division. Okay, yeah, in the 2nd division. So yeah, it'd be really interesting and quite cool to see what happens, because in fact I think there is already a professional team, isn't there? Was it St. Joseph's or Leo? It might be Leo FC or a professional. One of these teams are professional, because obviously they had, or what are they? Because one of the teams should have had 65 million inputted into their thing. There you go. So yeah, St. Joseph's are a rich team, a very rich team, because they got the money that was injected in the league in 2031-32 season. They've got 65 million in the bank. Currently, they're only sitting in second. But yeah, it'll be interesting, because the more variety of teams that come up, we could find that more of these teams become professional. For example, Leo FC can come up. They'll probably be a professional team. Magpies will definitely be a professional team at the end of this season. For example, if Lynx and Olympique get relegated and Leo FC and St. Joseph's or even Cannons come up, then we could have one or two new teams coming in the league, getting benefits from the money that is in the league now, and becoming a professional team at the end of that season. So yeah, hopefully this money trickles down to some of these lads that haven't been promoted in a while. In fact, I don't think Hound Dogs has ever been promoted. Oh no, I think they were once. Anyway, I can look at these teams and stuff. I can go through things like this at the end of the season if that interests you. No, but they've never been promoted. But yeah, we can just get into this game now. So we've had a few more injuries since I last saw you, which obviously is not good news. Well, we know we don't really need injuries. We've got Maria, who is currently out injured, so coming in for him, we've got Hamza Ben Abdallah out on the left-hand side. And Perez is injured as well, which means Vincent Matee is on the bench. But anyway, we've got a strong back four. I think it's the first time this season in the Champions League we've played our strongest back four. I think... No, that's a lie. I think it's the first time in the group stage we've played our strongest back four. So we have Armada, Famasa, Bakayoko, and LaRue as our back four. Martinez is obviously in goal. Marola, defensive midfielder. Sadib B, centre mid. Attacking midfielders, Hermeli Perez and Ben Abdallah. And up front we have Rudamanov. Bench is Fofana, the new Gibraltarian and the only Gibraltarian player currently in this squad. Jesse Clark, Vincent Matee, Dario Lavalen, David, Pablo Dos Santos and Musa Sonogo. So a pretty strong bench. I'm happy with that bench. But most importantly, I'm happy with this team. And hopefully we can get a very big win today against Basel. Beat them at Europa Point. The last Champions League group game, which will be held at Europa Point because our new stadium's coming in, obviously. And more importantly, I want to qualify. Basel currently sits surprisingly in second place. So a win here today would secure us our top spot, would secure us our way through into the final, into the knockout stages, sorry. Not the final, we're not there yet. Fingers crossed we can get there this season. But yeah, we'll secure us our place into the knockouts. Top of the table, an easier draw going into the first knockout round. It'll be good times for this team. And, you know, we can go into Lyon knowing that we are comfortable. As Rudamanov, wow, gives us the lead in less than 30 seconds. I think when the ball hit the back of the net or the ball crossed the line, it might have just ticked over the 30 seconds. But let's have a little look, actually. 29, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, I think, there you go. The ball hit the back of the net and the clock was still at 30. So I'm going to say he did it in 30 seconds. So 1-0 already, and we look to be in a very comfortable position. I wonder what Lyon and Real Betis game. I don't really what I kind of want from that game, actually, as we miss a chance. Ben Abdallah, really good opportunity inside the box. But what I really want from that game is Real Betis to beat Lyon. I really want Lyon to finish bottom of the group. I think it'd be very funny. And yeah, it's sort of strange as well, because obviously winning the Champions League, I don't think no team, I imagine, in the history of the Champions League has been, since it's been reformed, obviously, and altered how it's the approach to the competition. I bet no team has been knocked out of the group stage since winning it and not entered at least a European competition after Christmas. When Chelsea did it, of course, they entered the Europa League and won it. With these guys, if they finish fourth, as Francisco Perez gets us a goal, LaRue with assist as well on that left-hand side. Nice link up between the two players. Very simple goal. We are going to be cruising in this game. It's going to be very easy. Let me just check where on key highlights we are, because I was playing another save earlier and I realised I was on extended, and I was like, how long have I been on extended for? I was like, damn it. Anyway, Rudamanov is through. Oh, has he not scored? Made it 3-0. What was I saying? Yeah, I was talking about Lyon. I don't think any team has ever been knocked out and not... has won it and not got to a European competition next season. Sadibi's injured. Damn it, that's not good. I think I'll bring Lavalen on. Yeah, I'll bring him on because David's on a yellow. And I have a feeling if we play him in the next game, because Sadibi's injured, he will pick up a yellow. I don't know. Maybe that's not actually a logical way of approaching that. I don't know. Either way, I've made my decision now. I'm gonna stick with it. Can't go back on it. Anyway, Rudamanov with a good. Oh my God, Fumasa. Oh my God! I don't know what. First of all, the defensive mistake, which is obviously terrible to see. Fumasa is one of the best defenders, if not the best defender in this team. So to see him make a mistake is not good. But then Martinez with a save, which is right up there with probably the best save in this competition so far. So, wow. Bakayoko's taking my corners. If the way it's worked, Fumasa has scored. Perez with the assist. I can't have Bakayoko taking my free kick. Taking my corner, sorry. Why is he taking them? I don't think I've organised my set pieces well enough here. Set pieces. No, Bakayoko is taking them. I need to take that off. But yeah, we've 3-0 up. Bakayoko corner set piece that he took actually looks pretty good. Owen Hermerli is slightly injured as Fumasa unlucky to add to his goal. Real Betis get themselves back on level turn in the Lyon game, but we are going to take Owen Hermerli off. I do not need to risk these guys. We're already 3-0 up so early on in this game. Basel have only had one good opportunity due to the fact we gifted it to them. So I'm sure we can make any changes we want to. As Real Betis game is 2-2. Wow. Last time I saw that it was 1-1, and that was only what? I don't know, actually, maybe like 10 minutes ago in game, so it makes sense. They scored 2 goals, but I think Lyon are actually winning now. It's 3-3, sorry, I correct that. Wow, what is going on in that other game? It's just goals, goals, goals. Our game has dried up. Let's slow down, definitely, but 3-0 up, again, I can understand a little bit of complacency coming into the team, creeping in, and just causing us to slow down and not really put in 100% because it's not needed. As Dos Santos with a brilliant assist, Rudamano with a nice, cool finish as well. Very calm and collected of him. I don't know what they're appealing for offside. I think maybe Dos Santos. I don't think Rudamano was offside. I'm pretty sure Dos Santos played it. Played it behind him slightly to give him the ball. Yeah, I don't know what they're appealing offside. Rudamanov definitely isn't. But what I like that finish from Rudamanov because the keeper's diving to his right, knowing that he's most likely going to push it away or try and aim for the far post, and he just slots it the way the keeper's coming. That way it makes it pretty much impossible for him to save unless he sticks his leg out somehow and managed to dangle and get them. Ben Abdella spilled free kick is scored in the end. Pablo Dos Santos, 3rd goal of the season for him. Sub scoring 5-0 against Basel. This is just, we're cruising. Look at the goal difference in this group, by the way. -2 for Lyon, -8 for Basel, -4 for Real Betis, who are currently losing 5-3 to Lyon. Hopefully we can beat Lyon in the last game and prevent them from going through to the Champions League knockouts. But yeah, we're the only team in this group with a positive goal difference right now. And we could obviously still affect Lyon. So even if Lyon end the game with 0 goal difference, which hopefully they don't, because I'd like to be the only positive goal difference team in this group, it means we really have dominated and have affected the other team's goal difference. But yeah, it just, again, it showed great progress. And I was looking back in this save, and I realised that we've reached the quarterfinal. We reached a quarterfinal last year. We reached the first knockout round the year before that, both times being knocked out by PSG. The year before that, we didn't progress beyond the group stages, and the year beyond that, we didn't progress beyond the group stages. It was quite strange to me to think we've gone from, in 2 years, from, as we get a penalty to make it, we'll hopefully make it 6. I don't know who's taking it. It might be Rudamano for his hat-trick, obviously. But yeah, it's quite strange that I've gone in 2 seasons from knocked out of the group stages to Champions League quarter-finalists and looking pretty good when we get there as well. So 6-0 now against Basel. Obviously, the money has helped that, by the way. But yeah, because I took a massive break, obviously, and I didn't upload for a long time. And that was sort of during that. I think it was. I can't remember when it was when I actually took the break. But it sort of wiped my memory of the past few seasons with Gibraltar United, and I was able to approach it in a fresh light, in a new light. And it's quite crazy to think that, like, I now look at this team and think, we're a really good team in Europe. In fact, we should be one of the best teams in Europe, I feel. And yet, a few years ago, I would have been looking at the group stages and being like, okay, 2nd place is a really good finish. Heck, if we can get 3rd, I'll be pleased enough. As I've rambled my way through this game, I've not really spoken too much about what's going on the pitch, but that's because the players just took care of it. You know, there was no real attention needed. 6-0, we destroyed them. Lyon have ended up beating Real Betis by a massive, comfortable margin. 6-3 in the end. That was 3-3 at one point as well. So Real Betis' defence falling to bits there. They got conceded 8. Oh, they were down to 10 men. I guess you could consider that. You know, playing 88 minutes plus added time, so they're going to play 90 plus minutes of that game with 10 men. It was going to be an uphill battle. Were they ever in front? Both teams scored in the 44th minute. No, they probably were never in front, Real Betis. But that 3-3, you would have thought they'd have just tried to defend for 45 minutes and conserve what they had, the point. But They didn't. So there we go. We've qualified for the first knockout round of the competition. Have we mathematically topped the group? I didn't even bother checking that. We have mathematically topped the group as well. 6 points clear of Lyon. So no matter what happens in this final game, we will finish 3 points clear as a minimum. So I'll meet you guys back in a second for this Lyon away game. Okay, so it's the big game. Let's get into it. Bakayoko is out, suspended from this match. Hamerli is injured from this match. So Dos Santos comes in at right attack in mid. Mati comes in at centre back. Apart from that, though, it is the same team. So we're going to roll out there with this team. It doesn't make a difference, you know. Top of the table, already through. Lyon, throwaway game. Might as well just play, you know, I still want to win. Don't get me wrong. I still want to go through undefeated. But I can afford to play people like Dos Santos and not be too worried. But yeah, let's go. Let's get into this as quickly as we can now. So we can get to the draw. I'm looking forward to see who we get in the draw. Alright, sorry about the interruption, guys. Let's get back into this anyway. I don't even know what I was talking about. But yeah, I want to talk about the youth quickly. Oh, when I say the youth, the reserve team. But our reserve team obviously enter the, as the Lyon have a chance to quickly. Martinez with a very good save. But our youth team, obviously our reserve team, enter the UEFA Youth League, which is obviously as Lyon take the lead. It's only 5 minutes in, lads. Come on. I mean, I know Matisse playing, but it doesn't mean that the defence is that bad, does it? Does it? Let's see what happens here. So there's 3 blokes at the near post, none of them really being marked that well. The guy plays it very simply to him back here. Again, no one's around him, no one's marking him. Just very, very poor defending from that set piece. But yeah, well, our Youth League, UEFA Youth League campaign did not go very well. We didn't win a single game. We didn't even get a single result. We lost 6 games out of 6, and I think it's the worst we've been in a while. Last year, I think we had a pretty decent Youth League campaign. As Perez gets injured. God. Oh, and I've loaded up a bloody an ad by clicking on the thing. Sorry about that, yeah. But yeah, Perez is injured. For God, what is it with Champions League this season? We just can't seem to get through a game without an injury. We're going to put Sidibe forward. We're going to put David back at centre mid. He's on that yellow card, David, but hey, whatever. He's going to probably get it sooner or later. I don't think it'll make too much of a difference whether he gets it now or whether he gets it in the next game. But whatever. So we're 1-0 down to Lyon. Had a very good game. Nothing going forward with the ball, which I didn't really see coming. I thought we'd at least be better on the ball at our feet. Defensively, though, we've also let ourselves down to some extent. I mean, only one highlight so far in this game. It's been a drab match, which you'd expect from our behalf. As actually, as I say that, Rudamanov gets us back on level terms. It's a drab match from our team, which I'd expect. You know, we're through, we're top, nothing to play for in this game. I'd understand if the players completely fell asleep, which a few of them did from that set piece a second ago. But Rudamanov getting an equaliser there means the game is still open, really, for either of us to go forward. As Lyon are going to get, someone's going to get an attack from this kickoff, and we header it away, Mati, but we do not find a yellow shirt with the header, and now Lyon can get the ball and try and look to regain their 1 goal advantage they had moments ago, not momentarily. As there we go. Wow, what a shot from Martin. What? David's been penalised that from misinterception. Where's David? David's there. So David missed that pass, and again, you could argue that no one's closing down, but we were really just out past there for a second. Not great positioning by David. You could partially blame for that goal, but it's not been great from us so far. We're going to take Ben Abdallah off. He's not been good enough in this game. We're going to bring Habib Baroui on, and we're going to take Meti off and bring Lavalen on. Again, just to try and shore it up defensively. A 2-1 defeat isn't good. It does also, this is sort of our first big test away from home. And, well, I think we drew to Real Betis, did we not? Yeah, away from home. And to lose to Lyon away from home would not be too good results for us. And that's not encouraging signs going forward. But you could also say we had a few injuries. Will we get anything from this set piece? The DB set piece is not good enough. Doesn't find a yellow shirt. But we're going to be a little bit lucky here. And get the ball back very deep in their half. Rudamanov in the box. Beats 2 players and slots it in the back of the net. As cool as you like. Rudamanov there. Showing why I spent the money I did on him. What a brilliant goal from him. And you know what? He has saved his team. No click opportunity, no half chance in this game. But Rudamanov has found 2 goals. Well, not 1 man, but 2 men he manages to beat with that run. And he slots it beyond the keeper as well. He makes it look so easy, Rudamanov. And it shows, this game has been a mismatch of sort of good and bad performances all coming together for one team. And it's been our team. We've had David not having a good game, but then Rudamanov carried us through. And in fact, Rudamanov has dragged us through this game as Leroux has scored his 2nd ever goal for the club. Probably his 1st goal in the Champions League for us, I believe. And Rudamanov has got an assist. So 2 goals, 1 assist from Rudamanov. And we're winning this game against Lyon. wow, we have tipped this game on its head. And again, no clear-cut opportunity, no half chance. I've got to give credit where credit is due, and it's Rudomanov who has really drove us through this game. And here he is on the ball again, the man. As we win the game 3-2, we've beaten Lyon very surprisingly. Wow. So we have gone through this group undefeated, although for a long time in this game, it looked like it wasn't going to happen. And probably, you know what, based on the match stats, we might not have deserved anything out of it. But hey, that's why you get players like Rudomanov in the team, because they are the game changers, and he changed the game for us. We're the only team to finish on a positive goal difference in this league, which is what I wanted. We finished with 20 goals, 5 goals conceded, 20 goals scored, 15 goal difference, 16 points for the team. Basel ended up finishing second, Lyon finished third, so Lyon will not get a chance to retain their title in the knockouts for the Champions League. They will be knocked out into the Europa League, so they will probably be the second team. However many times it's happened, obviously I don't know. I haven't been through the 18 odd seasons I've been in this game now, 17, 18 odd seasons. I couldn't tell you how many people have been knocked out at the group stages who have won it before, but either way, we've topped the group. Another very good year in the qualifying for us. It's a shame we drew that game against Real Betis away from home, because it's the only thing that separated us from a 100% Champions League group. And David has got to be blamed there. Sorry about the interruption again, guys. Cat wanted to leave my room. But yeah, won the game, 800k. How are we going to end this group stage? We're going to end it with 53 million in the balance. Just going to want to show you the squad again quickly as well before I cut this and go into the draw, which will be in how many days' time? A week or so? No, it's the FIFA World Cup. That's not the draw. When's the draw? It's actually a few weeks away, the draw. So, yeah, I'll cut it and then meet you back there in a second. But I want to talk about the team, because the player abilities have been sort of readjusted, and I think reflect a little bit more from what I saw when I signed certain players. So Rudomanov and Leroux, well, last time I saw you, had about 2.5 star maybe ability, and they said they weren't very good players. Now they've jumped up to 4.5 star, so clearly the assistant manager has looked at my team and thought, actually, I've misjudged a few players here. But it also highlights some new positions that we need to strengthen. So, goalkeeper, centre-back, and now left attacking mid are our weakest positions on the pitch. And to me, one of them there is absolutely massive, and it's the centre-back one. Francisco Bakayoko can still grow. He's 24. He's still got a little bit of time left of major development stage. I believe major development stops at the age of 24, or maybe when they turn 25, something. So he's still got a little bit of time to develop. I have recently tried to improve his jump reach, which is around like 7. And actually, if I were to go on his development and training and highlight his jump reach, you'll see that actually over time, his jump reach has got worse, which I can't quite work out. I think a few injuries must have done a number on it. But I've tried to improve his jump reach, and he said he's having none of it. As you can probably hear a car alarm in the background, someone just, I don't think, rolled their windows up. And yeah, so Frank Bakayoko seems to be, his development seems to have slowed down. I've definitely noticed that. So Bakayoko may not have much of a future at this team. In January, I'm not sure if I would go out and spend big money on a player. Partly because we don't really have the transfer budget to do that right now. We've got 12 million, and I think we need a lot to try and sign a very good player. But goalkeeper and centre-back are definitely two positions that I might be looking to strengthen during the summer and even during this winter break. Or not winter break, but winter markets. Left attacking mid, I'm okay with for now. Again, it'll probably be something I look at in the summer, depending on how much money I get to spend. But with Maria, I'm happy. I know he can contribute to games when needed. And if Maria has a bad game on the left attacking mid, it's not the end of the world. As we just saw a second ago when David was having a bad game at centre mid, and we still managed to come out with a win because there are other creative players around him who can do his job. Maybe not on the left-hand side of the pitch, but can still create opportunities. Meanwhile, if Bakayoko has a bad game, he can cost the team a goal. And that's something that can be quite, well, crucial and obviously detrimental to our chances of getting through to the next round of the game or next round of the Champions League in the knockout stage. And the same with Martinez, you know, he may not save a chance that another keeper better than him could have easily saved. But this would all be sort of rejudged and stuff because these players would have to be sold, or someone would have to be sold for the centre-back region. And it would probably be Mati. And I don't know how much money I'm going to get off him. I don't know, like I said, I've got to think things through. But anyway, I'll cut this now. I've rambled on long enough. I think I've rambled a lot in this video. Sorry, it's going to be pushing nearly 30 minutes. But anyway, cut now. Go to the group stage. Go to the knockout round draw. It's draw time. So let's get into this. Seeded team, obviously. We topped the group. So we're seeded. We can possibly then be matched up with Ajax, Barcelona, Chelsea, Man City, Man U, Southampton, or Stuttgart. So all 4 of the English teams finished second in the group stage. So Yeah, let's see who we'll get. We'll get into this. So start off, Man U will be drawn against Real Madrid. Chelsea will get FC Bayern. I've not said who I'm going to be interested in getting because I don't really know who I want from this unseeded team. There are so many tough unseeded teams, apart from the one I can't get. So, I mean, I'm not too sure. But, you know, like I say, we'll just get into it until we get from the draw. So, Stuttgart will be playing PSG. Barcelona will play Napoli. Man City, Juve, Ajax. Oh, we get Ajax. You know what? That's not too bad. That is not too bad. Let's have a little look at Ajax. Let's see what they're. Well, actually, we've played them twice. When did we play these lot? When have we played Ajax? Must have been like 10 years ago. No, it won't be 10 years. Maybe Europa League. I can only see us. Yeah, Europa League. As I say, you can only see us playing Ajax in Europa League. We actually played them in the second knockout round. When was that? 5 years ago. So on that occasion, I vaguely remember we were really dominated away from home, and we did not put in a good performance there. And at home, we looked slightly better. Oh, wow. Rod Austin. That's a name I've not... He's not even a football anymore. What was his career like? He went to Lincoln. Went to Lincoln of League Two. Wow. You know, Rod Austin. Damn, these are some old names in here. Anyone else that like slightly surprised me in that squad? Anyway, you know, it's a long time ago since we last played Ajax, what I'm trying to get at anyway. In fact, looking at that team that played in that first game, Romo Perez, Vincent Meti, and Sidibe and Sonogo and Giselle, 5 players there that could be in the squad for the game, but probably only one of them will start. So it definitely shows we made some massive progress when the only quality player who was in the team to begin with, really. In fact, look, Amari played in the first leg. Oh yeah, I think, was it something to do with like my players at international or something stupid like that, or someone was injured from the first game? I think the first game we had to play a weakened team, and as a result, we didn't play as well. But yeah, I'm going to be excited to play Ajax. You know what? I think we can beat Ajax. I think we can beat Ajax and we can get ourselves through to the quarterfinal of the Champions League. So I'll meet you back for the Ajax games in February and March. So until then, guys, peace out.